and we will be able to recognize the truth, the reality more clearly, and once that is recognized, one will gain that state of Jivan Mukti. So, acharati atmana shreyah tato yati param gatim. Thereafter, the person attains supreme gati. So, this is very important point. Now, what is the meaning of following the path of goodness or welfare? How should we go about doing it? That also Bhagavan gives us guidance in the next verse. He says, Yashastra vidhim uchshrujya vartate kamakaratah न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखं न परांगतिम् यशास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः. See, when we are free of this kama, krodha, lobha, and when we are ready to follow this path of goodness, then what should we do? We should take the help of the scriptures, shastra. Even when we do satsang, we gain the shastra only, knowledge of the scriptures. Shastra, like this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is considered as a shastra, a science, science of spirituality, science of life. So it is a shastra, it is a book of science, it's a science book. It's not arts or commerce or music or something, but it's a science. And science means which talks about one particular topic from all angles. Every question about it is answered. So it's science of spirituality. One who studies this, everything about spirituality one will know. Therefore it's called Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra. Knowledge of Brahma, that supreme truth, is revealed, and Yoga Shastra, the science of attaining it, the science of the spiritual practice, is also given in this text. So Bhagavan first warns that if we neglect this Shastra and try to do whatever comes to our mind, that will not take us to our goal. What is right and wrong, we have to learn from the scriptures, not from our own mind, and because our mind will always tell us what we like and what we don't like. It is the scriptures which tell us what is right and what is wrong. If we rely on our mind, it will only tell us what I like. It will be difficult to discriminate between what the mind is telling and what our understanding is conveying to us. So generally the mind, those who listen to their mind, they are listening to their likes and dislikes. And likes and dislikes at the initial stages are more powerful to us. We like to do certain things because we like it. But as we progress on our spiritual journey, we will start doing things because they are right, not because we like it. Sometimes we might not like it, but because they are right. It is about in every field, even like food and all. Generally we eat what we like. That is, आपको क्या पसंद है? Then that is made. But what is the right type of food I should have? That is difficult to comprehend also and difficult to follow also. But when we follow that, then it is good for our health. But just eating what we like might be because our liking and our body might not be tuned to each other. Body will start complaining and all, but our likes will go on. ये खाना है, वो खाना है, चटर पटर, नमक और ये. So body will say, अरे बाबा बस करो. Like will say, नहीं नहीं और भी खाना है मुझे. So the scriptures tell us what is the right thing, what are my duties, what is my ultimate goal. They make it more clear to us. So Bhagavan here warns us. He says, Yaha Shastra Vidhim Uchshrujya, one who neglects, one who throws away the Vidhi, the do's and don'ts which are given in the scriptures, one who says, no, I will make my own rules of life. I want to lead my life according to my rule. I don't care for the scriptures and all. So one who says like that and does kamakarataha, followed by his own kamana, decided and guided by his own lust and own desires and own likes and dislikes, Bhagavan says, Nasa siddhim avapnoti. That person will not be able to attain the siddhi, attain the goal of life, will not be able to attain the ultimate state of enlightenment. Chalo, I will not attain, but at least I will have happiness. He says, no, na sukham. You will not be happy also. Happiness doesn't come by doing what we like. Happiness comes through doing what is right. Temporary pleasure and excitement may be there in doing what we like, but ultimate happiness and peace is attained by doing what is right. So, nasa siddhim, siddhi also means capable to follow this path. So, if one doesn't follow the scriptures, one will not become capable to follow this path also. Adhikar also will not come. So, Purushartha Yogyatam Avapnoti. So, will not be able to put forth effort in the right direction. And na sukham, will not gain happiness, and na param gatim, and the supreme goal also will not be reached if one doesn't follow the path of the scriptures. See, there are these two things are there. One is the path shown by the scriptures, and another is path shown by our own desires and controlled by our ego. Ahankar. See, Ahankar is the Lord at present, controlling our life, ego. And the mind is under the control of ego, the intellect is under the control of ego, the body is under control of ego. Ego is the boss in the initial stages. So if one doesn't follow the scriptures, then whom are you following? Your own ego. And ego will not lead us to the supreme state of enlightenment, because it is opposite. In supreme state of enlightenment, the ego has to be sacrificed. It will not sacrifice itself. So the importance of taking something other than the ego as authority becomes important. Scriptures, teacher, God, dharma, when we take as authority, then the ego is weakened. But if we don't take scriptures or other things as authority, then ego becomes strong. Then ego cannot. It is like a robber is made the police. A thief is given the charge कि यहाँ बहुत चोरी होती है, please जरा कुछ कर लो. No problem, I will take care of it. So the thief, chore number one, lutere number one, they are given the charge to form laws and all. Then the trouble is that it is not possible. It's a contradiction. It cannot be done like that. So if ego is given charge, कि you make a plan how to destroy this ego, you say yes, अच्छा first class plan बना के मैं देता हूँ आपको. So it will not be possible. Therefore, it is necessary that one develops faith in something higher than this ego. And that higher than ego is our scriptures and our teacher, masters, and the devata, and the dharma is higher than the ego. Then then if one develops intense this faith in that, then the person will be able to sacrifice the ego also, will be able to destroy this ego. Otherwise it's not possible. So nasas siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. So just by following your manmani, it's called manmani karna. मन की मानता है वो मंकी हो जाता है, फिर मन की हो जाता है. सो बुद्धिमानी वी शुड डू, शास्त्रमानी वी शुड डू, गुरुमानी वी शुड डू, देन इट इज गुड. मनमानी करने से काम नहीं चलेगा. सो न स सिद्धिम अवाप्नोति न सुखम न पराम गतिम. See, one can do an experiment. If you don't believe in this, I had done and I failed, and you can also try. You sit in a bucket and try to lift that bucket. You are sitting in the bucket and you want to lift the bucket, not possible. Somebody, you are already there, so you have to take help of somebody who is outside the bucket. Or we should step outside the bucket, then only we will be able to lift the bucket. So similarly, that ego is sitting there and ego is trying to lift itself, is not possible. We have to take help of someone, or the ego should transcend, then it is possible. So that is what Bhagavan says, the importance of scriptures. So when he says Shastra, it means the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads. Upanishads are also Vedanta Shastra. So take support of this Shastra and they will take us to our final destination. Just as in our world also there are these laws, but everyone cannot understand those laws. We need someone who has mastered those laws. So those lawyers and advocates and those people, they are able to interpret, understand those laws, make us understand. Otherwise, if you just bring the law book, you will not know. And they become so boring actually, those articles and this and the sub-article and this and that. You don't know what this is. So there must be someone who can guide. So this Shastra is like a law book, and the teacher and the masters are those who understand and who can guide us what it means really. Therefore, Bhagavan concludes this chapter by telling the importance of this Shastra. He says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthito Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartumiharhasi Tasma Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthito Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartumiharhasi. Tasmat. Tasmat is a very powerful word here Bhagavan uses. Tasmat means therefore. So after explaining the entire chapter, the whole thing about this Daiva and Asuri Sampatti, finally Bhagavan tells us to give up the negativities like Kam, Krodha, Lobha. But to help us to discriminate and understand this, we have to take support of the scriptures. The scriptures help us to recognize what are the good qualities, what are the bad qualities. They increase our sense of discrimination, vivek. So through satsang, through study of the scriptures, our vivek shakti increases. Binu satasanga viveka na hoi, Rama kripa bina sulabha na soi. So without satsang, that vivek, that capacity to understand what is right and wrong doesn't happen. And without that happening, we cannot progress further. So tasmat shastram pramanam. Shastra is praman, is authority is important. The scriptures are important. For what? Karya akarya vyavasthito, to exactly understand what are our duties and what are not our duties. Karya and akarya. See, in order to understand our duties, we have to comprehend the world from a very vast cosmic standpoint. To understand what type of action we should perform, we should know our past, our future, our goals, so many things we should know. Then only we will be able to understand exactly what we have to do. It's like let us say somebody is lost. He tries to come to your home, but he gets lost on the way, and then he calls you, okay, please tell me how to reach your place. I am totally lost. So what do you do? What do you ask that person? Huh? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Why you are asking? Up rasta batao na, where are you? This, what is this nonsense? But no, where are you? That fellow is so lost that he doesn't know where he is also. Then we ask him, please tell what is there on your left, right, ऊपर क्या है, ऊपर आसमान है, चलो साइड में क्या है? What is to your right? What is to your left? So he gives some landmark. Then from that we know exactly where that fellow is, if we know the whole place. If we know the entire, let us say, city, then that fellow is lost somewhere, we can exactly pinpoint that that fellow is here. Then we can tell him that now you take this right and then you go straight, then you take the U-turn, go there and then you come here. This fellow will get confused. He is here and why is he taking me U-turn and all? But I know that this is the way the road will turn and this will he will be able to reach. So I will be able to give him direction if I have the bird's eye view of the entire